Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Tree Toy Reviews Ty. Reviewing some trees today. Too thin, too fat. That one's way too fat. Too up, too normal. Hello everybody and welcome back to another review and to day 3 of 25 Days of Suggestions 2023 here on the channel. Today, I'm very excited to be taking a look at the Disney Store pullback release of Bobby Roadtesta, suggested by CST31 Racing Network. Thank you so much for your suggestion, as always. I'm really excited to take a look at this guy. I reviewed him back when I first got him in, I believe, the Christmas of 2020. And Bobby's a pretty interesting case in my Disney Store collection, as he's a car that I got the Disney Store release of because I couldn't get my hands on his regular diecast release. Bobby Roadtesta was, I believe, the final Cars 3 veteran racer to be released in mid to late 2018, coming in an Amazon exclusive 10-pack, not unlike the one with Dan Garcia, which was also an online exclusive 10-pack. At the time, I wasn't buying multi-packs just to get the exclusive release, which is something that I occasionally do now, depending on how interested in said release I am. But yeah, back then, I usually wasn't doing that, so I never got my hands on Bobby Roadtesta, who unfortunately has never been re-released. He did get an XRS Mud Racing variant in 2020. I also don't have the regular variant of TG Castlenut, but I do have his Mud Racer, so at least I have a 155 scale TG Castlenut. I can't say the same for Bobby, since that wave was released in early 2020, and I never found it in stores on account of me not going to stores because it was, early 2020. You had the pandemic going on, so unfortunately I couldn't really go out to stores around the time that was released. But again, I was able to get his Disney Store release for Christmas. Now, before we take a look at Bobby, a closer look, we are going to have to open up today in this year's Mini Racers Advent Calendar Day 3. Right here, this big pie slice looking thing, which of course is probably going to be our first track piece, and if it's not, then I have no clue what it is. How could it not be that? I don't know, a bit of trouble opening the door. Come on. There we go. Okay. And there we go. Our first track piece. Do we have two or just the one? I assume it's just the one, right? Yeah, just the one. Usually they pack two, but these pieces are way, way bigger than past years. And there you go. There you have it. I really, really like how every year we get an expansion to the track system. As you can see, we have 3 connector points here, here, and here. You can connect this to any of the past tracks from past Advent calendars. One of these days, guys, maybe it should be this year, I'm going to make a big track with all these pieces. It would be super cool to do. Yeah, now on the box, you can see, we are yet to have a place to plug the courthouse that we got yesterday into. Let's see. Yeah, so there are a few different sizes of track pieces, I believe. Actually, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I think there are different sizes. This is going to be your biggest size here. Let's see. So, I think maybe 3 of these, or I guess probably 4 of these, would make a closed circuit. I think maybe it might be 3. Yeah, it's going to be 3. See where this piece is? So 1, 2, 3 is going to make a closed circuit here. And I assume, just from the way that it's put together, you're going to be able to securely tuck this in. Maybe it connects to the other 2 pieces. Not entirely sure, but you could see this is sort of where it's going to line up, where the cars are going to drive up to, and all of that. Going to be pretty interesting to see once it's all together. Very excited, since we're trying new things with this year's Advent calendar. I'm very excited to see how they work out. Anyway, here is Bobby Roadtesta. I won't be testing his pullback feature. Works just the same as all the other Disney Store cars. Works perfectly fine, and I tested it back when I reviewed him when I first got him. Of course, got the Carbon Cyber logo there on the hood. Luckily, no letters are missing, unlike the reference to Carbon Cyber on JP Drive, where the C's are missing, so it reads, Arbon Iber. If you're a longtime viewer of mine, I'm sure you're well aware of that one. I've got the 67 there under his light. I really think I much prefer Bobby Roadtesta to Jim Reverick. I'm not the biggest fan of Jim Reverick's design, but Yeah, I think Bobby is quite a bit better. I definitely like that green on him. I always complain that a lot of the Cars 3 racers are very samey colors, and this is at least a pretty nice, distinct shade of green for Bobby, and man, I hope his regular diecast comes back someday. Lane Lock, too. Do you guys know how badly I want Lane Lock to come back? I don't have Lane Lock either. I had Lane Lock in my hand, that 5-pack, at a Walmart back in 2017. I was going to buy it for my Hey Cal movie. I wanted to include Lane Lock. Didn't buy it. Should have bought it. Number 67 on the side there, piston cup, vitally revolting, RPM, nitro rate, octane gain, and clutch rate as per the norm. This nice sort of light blue color going on all around him, sort of a ring shape, and just pretty interesting design. I'm not quite sure what carbon fiber is supposed to be, and very interesting to see that its logo is flipped this way, flipped 180 degrees, and I really like how we have a white stripe coming from the C there to make the sort of white highlight on him. I am a sucker for piston cup racers that have designs that carry across the whole side that sort of originate at one point. I always think that's so cool. Yeah, we got some nice hexagons back here. It's definitely got to be some sort of online thing. Most of the, oh, and here, see, look, here the white part is carried over by the letter R, or I guess not. I guess it's behind it. Yeah, it's behind the C. I take back what I said, then never mind. Still looks really solid, though. You gotta be some sort of online company. Not quite sure what they do, but most of the Cars 3 sponsors that they introduced were supposed to be a bit more modern, like Intersection, which I believe is a dating app. You know, one of them is like an online banking company. Is that Synergy is online banking? I'm not quite sure what exactly Carbon Cyber is, or if we actually know, but if I'm dead wrong, and there's a scene in Cars 3 that I missed where Bobby Roadtesta turns to the camera and says, "Hi, I'm Bobby Roadtesta. I race for Carbon Cyber. We peddle cryptocurrency scams." Let me know in the comments, because I missed that one on my most recent viewing. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for day 4. Bye now.